Well, at long last, it is the final day, day 9 on the river, and we should get to Putney today. And I am going to be very, very relieved, I can tell you. We camped up here last night, which is the sort of edge of Hampton Court Park, which was very nice. And now we're going to push on to Teddington Lock, where we have high hopes for the tide to sweep us down the river to Putney. But we'll see what it's like when we get there. It's about 11 o'clock and we've reached a real landmark on our row. We've got to the tidal Thames. This is Teddington Lock. We've just come through here, and below here hopefully there's going to be about 4 miles an hour of tide sweeping us to Putney, which is going to be fantastic. But I thought I'd take this opportunity just to introduce you to the other half of the Mutty Bark team, and this is Bill, and this is Bill's homemade canoe here. Has it got a name?
Nameless.
Nameless. And Bill built this himself from a couple of sheets of plywood, and he's come down the whole length of the Thames with me as my safety boat, although I'm not entirely sure how much use either Bill or the canoe would be in an emergency, but it's been nice to have a companion anyway, and that's where all the filmings come from as well, so thanks Bill.
No problem.
And now we push on down towards Putney. We're whizzing along in the tide. It's not really quite as impressive as I'd hoped. To have to do a lot of paddling, but one problem is we've had some quite big boats coming through and there's not any speed limits here, so they've been motoring through and we've been suffering in their wake a bit. So we've decided to go safety first and got ourselves some life jackets. Bill there in the support boat has got his life jacket on as well. Hello Bill.
Hello, feeling safer now?
Yeah. So we're both feeling a little bit more secure, but it's going to be a bit of an interesting ride through to the end, I think. It's 2 o'clock and we've just come under Kew Bridge, which is that bridge in the background there, which is very nice, and all the nicer because it's behind us. We've only got, I don't know, about 4 miles to go now, 4 or 5 miles to go, 2 hours to get there on time, and then we'll be done! Hooray! I've just come under Chiswick Bridge, and this is the finish of the boat race. And apparently the boat race crews do here to where I'm finishing, which is Putney Bridge, in about 16 minutes, and that's against the current. If I can do it in an hour and a half, I'll be happy, I tell you. We're almost within sight of the end, and we've had a major disaster. My oar has broken, snapped in half, within sight of the end. It's so frustrating. I'm just going to have to float down to the end, but whatever happens, I will cross that finishing line. Back to resort to borrowing a paddle from Bill, the cameraman, and this is not what I wanted for the last mile and a half down to the finish. Well, we've finally done it. We've made it our 150 miles. We're here at the start of the boat race in Putney. Jack's just taken them off for a celebratory swim, and I'm going to have a celebratory sleep for about 3 weeks, I think. The last couple of miles done with a paddle, but we made it here in one piece and absolutely shattered.